75.
You're recording right now?
I think I am, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so page 75 says range of motion. There are 3 types of range of motion. Active range of motion, you get the client to actively do it themselves. They have no help, no assistance. Assistant, free assistant range of motion, you tell the client, okay, try to do circles with your finger or whatever, whichever joint it is, but you assist them with it. So they're still actively doing it, but perhaps the range of motion wasn't perfect, but you gotta help them with it.
Yep.
Passive relaxed range of motion. So the client is not active whatsoever. All the work is on the therapist. So they're doing the whole range of motion. Okay. PIR. Hello, future students, or whoever needs it. You want to do just hamstrings? Is that the one that you were asking about?
Yeah.
So for PIR, we're trying to release the hamstring. So you find the end feel, soft end feel. So soft end feel is basically your first line of resistance, if you will. So as soon as you start feeling like it's not so easy to stretch it anymore. Opa! Okay. So the function of the gastroc is plantar flexion. So what we're gonna do, in order to release it, we have to find basically the end feel by going in the opposite direction. We're gonna go into dorsiflexion, because the opposite of plantar flexion is dorsiflexion. So when we're dorsiflexing, we are stretching the gastroc. So anytime you're doing PIR to find the end feel, do the opposite of what its function is. So if it's bicep flexion, it'll be basically tricep extension. If it's plantar flexion, it'll be dorsiflexion. And then so basically find the end feel. Press again. Go for it. You can go for it. Yeah. Feel a little bit of resistance. Okay, so Brandon found some resistance. That's the soft end feel. And now Brandon's gonna tell me to push into his hand at 10% for 10 seconds. And then he's gonna also instruct me to take deep breaths in. After 10 seconds, he's gonna tell me to relax, and then he's gonna push more and find the new end feel. And as you guys can clearly see, we have more of a stretch than before. And if we do it again, I guarantee you we'll get even more of a stretch. So I'm gonna press into him for 10 seconds. Take deep breath in. And again at 10%. And relax. Voila, look at that. Okay, and should we do hip flexors?
Sure.
Okay, so for hip flexors, that's not going to be good enough.
It's better to do the other side and see.
Oh, it's okay. I can see in the mirror. No, I can see in the mirror that they'll get this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. So guys, hip flexion. This is the action of hip flexion. So again, like I said, you gotta go the opposite. The opposite of hip flexion is hip extension. Hip flexion, hip extension. So you gotta find the end feel in hip extension if you want to really release the hip flexors. Make sense? So he's gonna press down on my knee, and then support at the aces. Did you find the end feel, Brendan?
Seems like about there.
So note, my feet are not touching the ground yet, right?
No.
But watch this. So he's gonna tell me to press into his hand with my knee for 10 seconds with 10%, and take a deep breath in. And then relax. And then find the new. Oh, look at that.
Yep, foot's on the ground.
Press touch the ground. There you go. With agonist contraction, what we're doing, it's basically the principle of reciprocal inhibition. The second I flex my biceps, I'm inhibiting my triceps, and vice versa. because these muscles are agonists and antagonists to each other. They antagonize each other. So the second I extend my triceps, I inhibit my
Biceps.
right? Same principle for quads and hamstrings. Gastroc and tibialis anterior. Pecs, rhomboids. So in agonist contraction, what we're doing, in order to, let's say one muscle is not necessarily releasing, but it's not inhibiting. So for example, you take them through a range of motion and the bicep just doesn't want to inhibit, it's still flexed. What we're gonna do, we're gonna get the opposite muscle, the antagonist muscle, to contract 100%. So with the tricep, we'll contract the tricep at 100% by getting them to extend. And then after 10 seconds, we'll look back and see if the bicep actually disengaged, if the bicep is now inhibited. Which muscle group should we do? Would you want me to do for the...
Well, if you were like this and you're pushing against me, triceps.
So you want the biceps, or we're trying to inhibit the biceps? We can do that.
So you'd be engaging triceps, right?
Yeah, exactly. For me, the difference with PIR and agonist contraction is 100%, and we're doing, well, yeah, we're it's a bit different than PIR. And if you just look over the video, you'll see.
Yeah.
So if you want to disengage, can you see me? Yeah. If they want to disengage the bicep, you said you're gonna do what? Karate chop at 100%.
Yeah, pushing.
100%. After 10 seconds, get them to relax, and then look back and see if the bicep is now disengaged. You can take them back to that range of motion. Okay, look, the bicep is fine now, right? Let's do maybe, you said rhomboids.
Okay.
So you put your hands right here, and this is the same for PIR, by the way.
Yeah.
Well, for
Except that you're pushing.
yeah, it'll be a little bit different. Anyway, so at 100%, you have to push your shoulders into his hands, 100%, and then after 10 seconds, relax, and then, yeah. But in most cases, yeah, I know, but in most cases, the rhomboids are not the problem. In most cases, it's actually the pecs that are the problem. So you'll be doing it actually face down, and you'll get them to shrug their shoulders into you, because, yeah, it's usually the pecs that are more, that need to disengage. The rhomboids is a different story. Do you want to do one more for remedial exercise for the agonist contraction?
I can't think of which one.
I know, but would this be enough for you to study from?
I think so. Yeah. And then I'll try and think of some others.
Okay. You sure?
It'll challenge me. Yeah, I think so.
Any other questions on anything else we've learned?
No, not right now.
What for the non-Swedish massage techniques, there is the acronym that we made. So it's the acronym is, what was it? So we had hydro, MLD if needed, if there's edema. So hydro, MLD, fascial, SMT, TRP, joint plate, PIR. Not all treatments are predicated on all of these, but a lot of them are, and that's a pretty safe, I guess, list to go off of. So you would start with hydro, hot or cold, MLD if they needed, fascial techniques, Swedish massage techniques, trigger points, joint play, PIR. So the acronym is handle massage fabrics smartly to join professionalism.
Something like that.
Good?
Yeah.